Hi everyone. In this practice, we're going to review solving multi-step equations. I'm going to do the left column problems only. This will allow you to do the right columns on your own for practice. So let's get started. Let's look at number 1. So I need to distribute the 5 to every term inside the parentheses. So I'm going to have negative 5 times x. And negative 5 times 2 is going to give me plus 10 equals negative 25. We'll subtract 10 from both sides. We'll have negative 5x on this side equals negative 35 on this side. We'll divide both sides by negative 5. X equals 7. Let's check our answer. Negative 5 times the quantity of 7 minus 2, does that equal negative 25? Well, 7 minus 2 is 5. So negative 5 times 5 is negative 25, and that does equal negative 25. So our answer is x equals 7. Let's go to the next problem. Let me use a different color. 6x plus 8 equals 2x. I can distribute here plus 6x plus 12. Can't really do much on this side, but I can see that I add these like terms on this side. So we'll just copy the left side and we'll add these like terms. Now we want to get all of the x terms on one side, so I'm going to subtract negative 8x from both sides. This will cancel. This gives me negative 2x plus 8 equals 12 on the right. Subtract 8 from both sides. I have negative 2x equals 4. Divide both sides by negative 2. That means x equals negative 2. Let's check and see if that is correct. 6 times negative 2 plus 8. Does that equal 2 times negative 2 plus 3 times 2 times negative 2 plus 4. Well, let's simplify that. It's negative 12 plus 8. This will give us negative 4 plus 3. Here we have negative 2 times 2, which is negative 4 plus 4, that's 0. Negative 12 plus 8 is negative 4. And 3 times 0 is 0, plus negative 4 is negative 4. So our answer is negative 2. Okay, let's go to number 5. We're going to have to distribute the 3 to every term inside the parentheses. So we'll have 3 times x is 3x, and 3 times 2 is 6. We'll distribute on the other side. 2 times x is 2x, and 2 times 5 is 10. Okay, the next step, we need to get all of our x terms on the same side. So I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides. So we'll have x plus 6 equals 10. Subtract 6 from both sides, so x equals 4. Let's check. 3 times 4 plus 2. Does that equal 2 times 4 plus 5? 4 plus 2, 6. That's 2 times 4 plus 9. 4 plus 5 is 9. So we have 18 equals 18, which means our answer x equals 4 is correct. Let's go to number 7. We'll distribute. So we'll have 35 plus 7 times 2x is 14x plus x equals 65. We can combine these like terms, so that'll be 35 plus 15x equals 65. Subtract 35 from both sides to isolate for x. We'll have 15x equals 30. Divide by 15 means x equals 2. Let's check if that is correct. 7 times 5 plus 2 times 2 plus 2, does that equal 65? Well, that's 4 plus 5 is 9. Well, that's 63 plus 2, that is 65. So 65 equals 65, that means our x value is x equals 2. Okay, let's look at number 9. So we're going to copy the first term and then distribute the negative 2 to every term inside the parentheses. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x, and negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. Copy the right side. Let's see, what can we do on the left? Well, we can combine the like terms here. 4x minus 2x is 2x. And we can combine the like terms that are here. Minus 9 and minus 8 is minus 17. So minus 17 or negative 17 plus 5x. Now we can think about getting all of the x terms on the same side. So let's subtract 5x from both sides. So we'll have negative 3x plus 4 equals negative 17. Let's subtract 4 from both sides to isolate for x. Equals negative 21. If you divide both sides by negative 3, that means x equals 7. We need to check. Four times 7 minus 2 times 7 minus 2 equals negative 9 plus 5 times 7 minus 8. So that's 28. 7 minus 2 is 5. Negative 9 plus 35 minus 8. Well, that's 28 minus 10. If I put these together, I'll have negative 17 plus 35. This gives me 18. This gives me 18. So our answer 7 is correct because the equation checks. All right, let's go to number 11. So we're going to distribute 0.25 times x is going to be 0.25x. And 0.25 times 4, that's the same thing as 1/4 times 4. It's going to be 1. minus 3 equals 28. 0.25x, 1 minus 3 is minus 2, equals 28. Add 2 to both sides. We'll have 0.25x equals 30. Well, 0.25 is the same thing as 1/4 x equals 30. If you multiply both sides by the reciprocal, 4 over 1, 4 over 1, the 1's cancel, the 4's cancel, we get x equals 120. Turn that into a fraction. X is 120. We can check. 0.25 times 120 plus 4 minus 3 equals 28. 0.25 times 124 minus 3 equals 28. 0.25 times 124 is 31 minus 3 equals 28, and 28 equals 28. It's a true equation, so our answer 120 is correct. Let's go to number 13. Zero 0.5x, 0.5 times x is 0.5x. Okay, we just distributed, and we'll distribute 0.5 to 2, that's going to give us 1. 0.5 times 2, that's going to give us 1x. And 0.5 times 3, that's going to give us plus 1.5. We can subtract 1x from both sides to get all of the x's on the same side. So we'll have negative 0.5x plus 1 equals 1.5. Subtract 1 from both sides. Negative 0.5x equals 0.5. We can divide both sides by negative 0.5. So that means x equals negative 1. Can check that. 0.5 times 1 plus 2, does that equal 0.5 times 2 times negative 1 plus 3. This is negative 1, by the way. All right, so that's going to be 0.5 times 1 here equals 0.5. Let's negative 2 plus 3. It's going to be just 1. So you see both sides are equal. So that means that is a true, x equals negative 1 is a true solution. All right, let's look at number 15. We're going to distribute. We'll have negative 2x, distribute, negative 8. On this side, we'll distribute the negative 2 to the x, we'll get negative 2x. Distribute it to the 4, we'll get negative 8 minus 6. Well, there isn't anything I can do on the left, but on the right, I can combine negative 8 and negative 6 by like terms. So I'll do that. I'll just copy the left side and combine these two on the right. Okay, get my x's all on the same side. I can add 2x to both sides. This will cancel, this will cancel. It'll give me negative 8 equals negative 14. That is not true. We don't have a true solution here, so the answer is no solution. So our answer here is inconsistent, no solution. All right, number 16. So we have fractions here. I like to get rid of the fractions. And we can do that by multiplying using the least common multiple. So here's what we're talking about. You have 6 in the denominator and 2 in the denominator. What number could you put up here in the numerator that 6 and 2 will divide evenly? And we're talking about the smallest number that you can think of. If you said 6, you are correct because 6 goes into 6 and 2 goes into 6 evenly. So our least common multiple is 6. So we're going to multiply this side by 6. Because we have parentheses here, this is a product. You only need to multiply the outside number because whatever we have outside is going to get distributed to every term inside the parentheses. Okay, we don't want to double multiply. So when you have parentheses, when you have a product like this, you have to just remember to put your least common multiple outside only. Okay, and we'll put 6 right here. And the result's going to get distributed to every term inside the parentheses. So now let's simplify. Well, 6 times 1 is 6 divided by 6. That's just going to be 1. So we're going to have x minus 5 here. On this side, we'll have 6 times 1 is 6. Divide that by 2, we'll have 3 times x plus 6. And the reason I dropped the parentheses here, because this cancels with this, leaving us with 1. 1 times x minus 5 is x minus 5, but there's nothing to distribute the parentheses with, so we really don't need the parentheses. We can just drop it. Here we're going to distribute, so that's 3x. Distribute here, and we'll have 18. Okay, let's get all of our x's on the same side, so let's subtract 3x from both sides. So we'll have negative 2x minus 5 equals 18. Let's add 5 to both sides. Negative 2x equals 23. Divide by negative 2. So x equals 11, negative 11.5. Let's go on to number 17. We're going to do the same thing, get rid of the fractions by using the least common multiple. Least common multiple in this case is 12, so we'll multiply this outside by 12 and this fraction here by 12. All right, 12 times 1 is 12, divided by 4 is 3. 12 times 1 is 12, divided by 3 is 4. All right, we'll distribute. So that's 3x minus 6. Distribute. 4x plus 36. We can subtract 4x from both sides. So we'll have negative x minus 6 equals 36. We can add 6 to both sides. Negative x equals 42. Let's put a 1 here. Divide both sides by negative 1. Means x equals negative 42. Let's check our answer. 1/4 negative 42 minus 2. Does that equal 1/3 negative 42 plus 9? So this is 144 times negative 44. This is 1/3 times negative 33. So this is negative 11. And this is negative 11. So our answer, negative 42, is correct. This concludes this review on solving equations with multiple steps.